right, welcome back to the Real Estate Huddle. And today we are on episode 60, believe it or not, and we are going to talk about the pet-friendly neighborhoods in Colorado. So pet-friendly neighborhoods and amenities. We're talking dog parks. We're talking maybe dog wash places, like things that make having a pet your best friend around the best places to live. So there are a few of those, right, in our market.
Yeah, and there's a lot of restaurants also that are like very dog friendly. Mm-hmm. A lot of stores that are very dog friendly. It's a really dog friendly city here.
Oh my gosh, it is. It's a dog town. I really believe that. Colorado, everybody loves dogs. I feel like 80% of the population owns a dog. That's what it seems like, at least. It's probably not true, but everybody has one.
Yeah. I think I'm not going to say it because I think it might be wrong, but I'm going to say it. I think they might have.
Say it.
I think Colorado is actually one of like the highest population dog owner states in America.
It would not shock me.
I think.
Somebody Google that. Put it in the comments.
Jackson, get on so many people
who has the
out
most
there
dogs?
Walking their dogs all the time. Okay. In the meantime, let's talk about some of the best dog parks out there. If people want to maybe relocating or trying to find out maybe they own a dog, but their amenities for dogs are not great around them, and they want a better situation.
We are in the top 10.
Top 10.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Do we know where we are in the top 10?
Technically 8 with 47.2%. Idaho being number 1 at 58.3.
Only 47% of people own dogs?
Yeah, we're turning in. The problem is, I think there's a lot of
old people
transplants with cats.
Dude, I see homeless guys with dogs. I'm like, everybody has one. You know?
And some weird exotic animals, I think, are coming through too. So dogs are being replaced.
More tigers are showing up.
Yeah, some weird transplants out there.
So there's some really cool dog parks that are around. One of them is Tony Grandpa's Dog Park in Golden, 2.5 acres in Golden. Beautiful, scenic, kind of in the mountain region. That's a fun one to let your dog go and be off leash. There's several though. What are some other ones that you guys have seen?
For off leash, Forsberg and Lakewood, kind of the west side, has a big dog park area. Not a dog park itself, but Belmar Park, right in the heart of Lakewood. People take their dogs there for walks all the time. Mm-hmm. There's the lake Coonsey Lake over there. A lot of trails. So there's on the west side of town, there's a lot of dog friendly areas.
Yeah. And Chatfield State Dog Park, there's 70 acres of fully fenced off leash park. So that's a great place for trails, the reservoir.
You see a lot of dogs on boats too. At Reservoir. It's
or paddleboard, like people paddleboard with their dogs.
Yeah, see their ears flapping in the wind, just going nuts.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun. And Cherry Creek State Park, which is our other big reservoir that has
they're also off-leash
boating. Yeah, they've got 125 acres over there, or 107 acres, of off-leash space. So tons of room for dogs to run and play and play in streams and all kinds of stuff. So those are some really cool spots to take your pet.
And even hiking in the foothills and the mountains. I see people all the time who have their dogs up on the trails and they're having a great time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know if you look on a map and just type in dog parks in the Denver metro area, I'm surprised. So, when it comes to, for lack of a better term, honorable mentions, there's actually a couple down the Cherry Creek area. There's USMC Corporal David M. Sonka Dog Park, which is right off I-25 and C-470 over there.
It's been there for a while, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Newland Meadows Park, which is in Parker. Stepping Stone Dog Park. These are all most of these new subdivisions now, like Crystal Valley Ranch and Castle Rock and the Meadows and places like that. They are actually putting their own little dog parks in the center of the communities, which is really cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They know how important it is.
That's a huge thing for people. Are there parks? Is there a dog park?
Yeah.
I get that question a lot. Oddly enough.
It's like people's babies, right? We talked to a homeowner yesterday. I talked to him on the phone, and I said, "Oh, do you have kids?" He's like, "Yeah, I got 2 boys." We show up, and he's got 2 dogs. He's like, "These are my boys." So, they're part of the family. It's cool that developers have planned around these communities to make it so it's a lot of fun for animals too.
Not to shade any particular areas, but I will say for dog friendly, on the south side of town, there are a lot of developments that require a split rail fence. And if you have a big dog, that is not keeping your dog in. So there are definitely communities that allow you to have a 6-foot fence. And things like that, but there are some communities I would avoid, kind of Castle Rock area, primarily where they don't let you have a large fence. So you have big dogs that like to get out or can jump high or chase things. You definitely don't want to be in those.
Game over.
It's really sad. It's not that sad, but I
Were you going to say something negative about parking?
there are no cat parks in Denver. No cat parks.
Not
So I just
one.
want to make that clear as far as pet friendly state of Colorado. There are no cat parks.
That's because cats climb.
I feel like cats
There's
don't
no
like
local
other cats
scratching
either.
post.
The cat
There's
park
no-
is when you don't want your cat anymore. You're like, oh no, we
There's
got
no local tree they
Release
can
them to the
climb.
wilderness.
So
Did you
I'm
guys know
sorry.
that there's such thing as a hypoallergenic cat?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that blew me away the other day.
Still doesn't interest me. I'm not interested still.
No shedding.
And what
no
is that
allergies.
called?
I think it's, I don't know, Siberian?
Is it the
Yeah.
hairless ones?
No, it's
The
actually,
ugly pink
it's
ones?
it's a totally normal looking fluffy cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No shedding, no allergies.
We can get
I
a-
had no idea that existed.
I know that's the big pitch for the pink leather handbag looking cats
Yeah.
Yeah.
that don't have hair. So there's some
Leathery hag of a
allergies,
cat.
but- Yeah, if you have a dog, Colorado's great. We're really dog friendly.
They are.
Just pet friendly in general. So anywhere you are, honestly, you'll probably be within a drive at least of a good dog park, I'd say.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at specific homes, you can obviously gauge that a little bit more. If you want to be in walking distance.
I think we might want to hit, and we might want to look this up as well, because I have a lot of clients who have horses as well, and there are stables all over the place in Colorado that you don't even know about. You
Yeah.
you blink and you miss them. Like we got some in Chatfield, we got a ton in Parker, we got a few like in Cherry
Cherry
Hills. there.
Hills.
Yeah. I
and,
want to say maybe
um,
Greenwood Village has like
Greenwood
some
Village has one, at
houses
least
with
one.
land.
Now they're
So
a
you're
little
by
bit-
your
yeah.
job, you're by
Yeah.
the city, and you can also have a horse.
And
yeah.
I think most. you'll have to
Waterton
look this
Canyon
up.
has some too.
Yeah.
Down in Littleton. We've
Yeah.
got an equestrian center in Highlands Ranch that's kind of tucked back in there.
Yep.
So,
Elizabeth isn't too far from Denver. They've got them everywhere out there and farther out to Kiowa. But
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure most trails will allow horseback riding.
Yeah.
Most trails will. It's actually pretty popular here in Colorado, and people like to take their horses up to the mountains and stuff like that. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, we don't discriminate except for. Never mind.
Yeah. So, no, that's
Cats.
great.
I
Do you have a
said that.
chinchilla?
There's the Siberian.
Not even ask us.
It is the Siberian hypoallergenic cat.
That's what I thought.
And
Yeah,
it's-
one of my clients has one.
Yeah.
It blew me away. It's
Great
pretty
cat.
cool.
I'm not
Cat
trying to
allergic.
discriminate against cats. I've had too many bad experiences. So, and I'm allergic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe this one will change everything.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe you should meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should meet.
Well, also like a lot of complexes, so like apartment complexes, condo complexes, they have dog parks in the complex.
Yeah.
Is what I've noticed, and that's something that has really like skyrocketed. I feel like every complex I've lived in, they've had like a dog park
Yeah,
in
and
the complex.
When it comes to buying a house, that is one thing you definitely want to look into and make sure you know it's set in stone their policies for pets.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
if you have a dog and you think your condo or townhouse allows pets, that gets really sticky really fast.
Yeah.
And your
It's true.
HOAs will address that pretty quick.
Typically during showings, I just start barking as loudly as I can in the middle of the complex, and then depending on how many barks I hear back, I know how pet friendly the complex is. That's a little
I'm just
realtor
checking to
tip.
see if
Well,
they're pet friendly here.
Yeah.
On
Like,
that,
why are you on all fours? That
don't know if
you
I
don't
want
have to
you
do
as a
that to
kid.
bark.
on that note, Denver had a pit bull ban from 1989
Oh, yeah.
all the way to 2020, and then
Yeah.
they released the ban. So you can have pit bulls in
go.
Denver now.
Something good came from COVID.
I think you can have any breed, right?
You
Rotties,
can have anything.
Dobermans.
Yeah. I know somebody who has like low key like a wolf, like a very suspect dog here.
Okay.
They're good.
So they're all pretty friendly, even the big
Yeah.
breeds. So
I don't
that's
think there's any.
it's kind of unique.
I don't know of any bans in Denver or like any other town.
No.
I believe. I think everything's pretty open.
The other thing is a lot of places allow you to bring your dog to work. So I mean, if you have a job here, you're relocating here for a job, that would be a good question to ask because there's dogs in the office, I feel like in several places.
Yeah, and we have a
So-
lot of dog-friendly places. Like I think particularly breweries typically let you have your dogs there. So there's a big culture of like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go out to the brewery and bring our golden retriever.
There's
or
there's a
whatever.
local coffee shop here called Starbucks, and they do pup cups.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
It's just a
Only here in
little
Colorado,
local
though.
boutique
Local
place.
That's it.
I think it started here actually.
Only here in Denver.
If you want mid food and okay drinks, but you can bring your dog, Lazy Dog just opened up
Oh,
in
yeah.
Highlands Ranch, and I think they have another
That's a cool one.
location here too.
Yeah.
But that's a chain that's really their whole thing is being dog friendly.
Good food too. Yeah, we love that place.
If you have fish, we have some great lakes that they can go play in. Chatfield, Cherry Creek. They might pick up a disease at Cherry Creek, but
No, but we should talk about chickens. So there's like actually like even in
There's a
Highlands
big
Ranch,
chicken-
there's a lot of like okay zoning
I'm
for
surprised
chickens.
by that. Highlands Ranch, so especially.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
sweater vest wearing people over there should not be allowing chickens.
If you
Seen a chicken's colors on with the
perfect.
vest, it like
Yeah.
matches so
Yeah,
good.
it's perfect.
It's great for Christmas cards.
Honorable mention if you do like ag pets like chickens, ducks, meat rabbits, any of that stuff, horses, goats. I think Lakewood is probably the best spot for like zoning that's been grandfathered in from like the 50s and 60s. Even around Belmar Park, which is like downtown kind of Lakewood, there's a ton of properties where you can have equestrian, you can have basically like a little urban homestead or farm and have those kind of animals. So I'm in like downtown Lakewood and people ride horses by my house all the
And
time.
if you do
so.
have those
Okay.
bigger animals, and you're not doing it already, talk to your tax guy and look at the tax write-offs for owning that type of pet.
Yeah, if you have a lot, there's like a minimum of if you have like 8 cows on your property, you have a tax
write-off. It's
write-off.
a,
or
yeah, you get a
something,
tax
yeah.
break or something like that. But
There's some people who have ranches in Colorado that like will specifically just have like, hey, these are my cows for
I
taxes.
currently have a client who's been looking for like 2 years, just waiting for the right property for llamas. and alpacas.
Okay.
Just for the sake of the tax break.
Interesting.
I've seen llamas in
He
Colorado.
will take care of them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's
Yeah.
not going to be a neglect type thing. But they want llamas and a beehive.
Make me an itchy
Yeah, I
sweater.
was pretty concerned.
It's crazy. Like if you really think about Colorado is very diverse with their pets because of like horses and sheep and pigs and dogs and cats and things like that. But
Yeah.
what have you guys seen? What's the most exotic pet you've seen?
Oh, I've never gotten snakes.
Dave has a boa or whatever python.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know
Pythons,
somebody with a
bearded
little
dragons.
snake. It's like a shoelace
Oh, yeah.
that's just alive in your hand. I don't like it.
Oh wow.
I'm not a snake guy. So there's a guy that I grew up with in my church congregation, Bryce Jackman, and he
Dang, name dropping.
no, because he's a stud. He used to do balloons for us, but he also did like he's an entertainer, and he used I don't know if he still does, but he had scorpions, centipedes, like tarantulas, all this stuff in his house for his business.
Wow.
And going over to his house was
Okay.
awesome. He had snakes. He had all.
It's like
the
a
stuff.
zoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a little mini zoo in his house.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
But I've seen it all.
Well,
in Colorado.
Some good pet friendly places, and I think just overall Colorado is not like shunning the pets or different breeds or stuff like that. Like we very welcoming as far as that stuff goes, and I think especially like dogs, just tons of fun places to take your dog and enjoy outdoors with your dog. 300 plus days of sunshine doesn't hurt either. You can really enjoy life here with your animal. So hopefully that's been helpful. If you're looking for a great pet friendly area and need a house to go with it, we are the answer. We can help you. We are the Dreamsmith team. We'd love to help as far as that stuff goes. Hopefully you found this informative, and please remember to click subscribe so that you can follow more dialogues, more conversations around the Denver metro area like this, and we'll keep you posted on all things Denver and real estate. So if you have enjoyed what you're listening to and you'd like to hear more, make sure to press that subscribe button so that you can not miss out on any more episodes that are coming up. And also check out all of our contact information is below. You can see us at the dreamsmithteam.com to look up more information about our team and our history and all of the members of our team, and see contact information that you can reach us if you have any real estate needs.
See you next time.